And what type of coach-athlete relationship did you have with Fabrice in the lead up to 2012? How did your relationship develop over the years?
Fabrice was always somebody that was very secret, not really talkative, you know. He was really a true technician. Maybe, in my opinion, one of the best, if not still the best in the world. And we had, we wanted the victory, you know, we wanted it. So every time was a good time to train. So when I got done with high school, we really focused a bit more on swimming and on the performance itself, and every occasion was good. So we did something that was super new in France back then, and we swam on Sundays, stuff that nobody did in France back then. But Fabrice was also somebody that was, in my opinion, the core problem of coaching in general in any sport in France right now. You know, it's not like in the States. When I got to the States, the very first time, you have a lot of people around the deck, right? You have the coaching, the assistant, the guy that's taking care of dryland, the physio, anybody, you know. In France, it doesn't work like that. In France, we have a real, you know, they really sacralize the relationship that you have between the coach and the athlete, and that can lead to you know, it's like a real like a love relationship, a love affair. So at some point, after 10 years of being together 6 to 8 hours a day, it's kind of hard to be able to change habits and to you know, see things from a distance. And with Fabrice, that was what happened. It was kind of he was holding the entire group as kind of a guru, because everybody was putting everything in his hands and he had to do everything by himself. To me, I was probably like 300 miles away from my parents, you know, which in France is kind of, you know, a long walk.
Yeah.
And he was like my dad. He was the friend. He was, you know, the coaching figure. He was the physio. He was the guy that was taking care of dryland. He was everything. And everybody is putting the power into the hands of the head coaches there. So sometimes that leads of these people, you know, having a lack of I would say self-criticism. You know?
Gotcha. So it's very much about it's control as well. That's very controlling.
Exactly. So we felt like we were the very best in the world, which was Fabrice's power to give us. You know, we felt like nothing could stop us. But in the meantime, he was also a lot of he was really controlling us totally. And I think he's not the only case. And I think that's part of the reason why in France it works out super well, because you can attain a lot of like really the high spheres in sports very easily, because you're creative, because you're given space and you have the entire power. So if you're good, it's going to be super good because you have everything in your hands. But in the same time, on the same hand, you know, it just cannot possibly last super long, because you're exhausting the athletes that you're coaching. So to me, that's the main problem. And that's one of the reasons why but also a lot of other French swimmers were super successful at some point, never really did know how to last super long, you know, in the game.